right, welcome in everyone to Nearing Nirvana. I'm guessing a lot of you are flowing over from the Lords of the Long Box show, so thank you guys for being here. We are going to have a really good show tonight. We're kind of going off the sexy covers, but still kind of a sexy topic, right? Lois Lane, she's not sexy. It's a
Yeah.
good spotlight. I think it is. Before we get started, shout out to our sponsors over at Cover Price. There's a code in the description if you want to try their platform for 1 month for only 99 cents. And shout out to Bird City Comics, our sponsored retailers. All right, ladies, you guys just want to jump on in?
Yeah, let's do it.
Let's just jump straight in. Okay, so Lois Lane, we've been hearing a lot about casting. There's this whole new revival of this title coming up, and everybody's pretty excited. So name Lois Lane. Sarah, you want to cover all the employment stuff?
Absolutely. So her employment is the Daily Planet as an investigative reporter. Her accolades, she's a Pulitzer Prize winner. And I did not know this, but she's got combat skills of judo and karate.
I didn't know that either.
No.
Interesting stuff. Okay. Lucy, traits.
Clever ace reporter with a strong personality, uncompromised dedication to journalism and the truth, bravery in the face of danger and adversity. Sorry, I have to get closer because I can't see.
You're
Desire to snoof out of injustice and iniquity. Is that what it says?
Inequity. Yeah. All right. So overall, kind of a badass. There's so many different renditions of Lois over the years. I think that for me, mostly it comes from the movies, but obviously the show. What about you, Sarah?
Yeah, mine's from kind of different iterations. Mine first started with the Max Flasher cartoon, Superman, back in I think the 40s. And then Margot Kidder from the original movies, and Terry Hatcher. That's another. Yeah, so all these different iterations in my pop culture life.
Margot was just so classic. I remember the scene of her out on the balcony in her nightgown, and she was just such a timeless beauty. That's definitely a good one. Kate Bosworth, I kind of almost forgot that she even played the role. It's like, oh yeah, now that I'm thinking about it, she was. But what about you, Lucy? Who is your Lois?
Well, probably mostly Terry Hatcher. And then the other one I remember watching a little bit of the other one. I can't remember, what was her name again? I can't remember her name. The one before Terry Hatcher.
Margot Kidder.
Yeah, Margot. Her. Yeah, I remember her. But Terry Hatcher for sure. I just think she's still beautiful. She's just gorgeous.
And so is Phyllis Coates too, right? Like she captures that glam of the time period.
Yeah, for sure.
I think that. Did she actually win?
In October of 2023, she just passed away.
Oh wow! I didn't know that.
Yeah, I think I missed that too in the news. Guys, if you were just joining, we are going to be spotlighting Lois Lane tonight. So drop in the chat who you kind of remember or who you think of in your head when you think Lois. For the new casting, I don't know if we're showing that. I haven't even looked through here. The new casting coming up. Actually, before we get to that, what do you guys think of her? The girl that's going to be playing the new one. What's her name? Shit.
Rachel Brosnahan. I've been practicing that last name.
Marvelous Ms. Maisel is going to be it. Do you think she's going to fit?
Oh, absolutely.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. I like her.
I remember when they were talking about it, she was going up against some big names, and I wasn't sure if she was going to get the role. And then when I found out she did, I was like,
yeah, she did great on the Marvelous one. So yeah, it'll be good. I think she'll do good.
I'm so excited for her. I can't wait to see her. But okay, so let's kick it off with, this is kind of interesting. Everybody kind of remembers the show. Sarah, what do we have on the first slide?
So on the first slide, we have kind of a hodgepodge of Lois Lane popping up. So on the left-hand side, this is Lois and Clark. This is the New Adventures of Superman. If you're, like we talked about, Terry Hatcher, we got Dean Cain. This is actually a trade paperback that came out in 94. It has actually the stories by John Byrne that inspired the TV show. So I thought this was a great, little, if you love Lois and Clark, pick it up. And then up to the far right-hand side, we have the 1974 Lois Lane Wonder Bread card. Jen wanted to put this in. This is really cool. And then at the lower right hand side of the screen is this is it. Jen. Jen was like, I want to know. I'm hoping this is true. This is what she found out was very true. This is actually the first appearance of Lois Lane in a trading card. You can see her in the car.
Just barely. She's like a teeny okay, yeah. She's there though.
Tiny, but there she is. This came out in 1941 from Gumtree Incorporated. This is Superman number 5. And I love the back on it is the girl the girl reporter's danger.
Huh.
So this is her first appearance in a trading card.
Okay.
That's
Wasn't
awesome.
There's something about this though, because there were reprints and you have to make sure that you're finding the original.
Yeah.
Okay.
But yeah, yeah.
There's different reprints in different years, right? So it's kind of hard to tell which one was a reprint. And usually I don't like when whoever's portraying the character on the covers, like the ones that we saw like back in 2019, 2018, like with all those new characters on Marvel. I usually don't like them, but this one I wouldn't mind. Maybe I will feel like that maybe 20 years, I don't know, 30 years from now on those covers, but now I would love to own this, like because I feel like it's just now, I don't know, nostalgic, I guess,
Yeah, completely. I agree with you. So yeah, $1 to $8 if you guys find that Lois and Clark, and then if you're able to find the original, you're looking at about 50 plus for that trading card.
This is what set is that card from? Do you guys know? I don't know.
Which one? The top one or the bottom one, Adam? The older one came from Gum Incorporated back in 1941. So.
Oh, geez. So that's a tough one to find if you're out there hunting around.
Right?
All right. We're going to dive straight in. So first up, guys, if you are familiar with Lois Clark, and if you're familiar with, Lois Lane, and you're familiar with Clark, you know that the first appearance is in Action Comics, which came out in 1938 on that left-hand side. But what do we have on the right, Sarah?
We have Action Comics number 2, which came out in July of 1938. This is the second appearance of Lois Lane in the comic books. Also, it's Zatara, father of Zatanna, and it's interesting because I was kind of researching the books, and so there's only like one story in here of about Superman, and then the rest is like other characters, which is very interesting. You usually don't, like, the comic books that we read now are stories of the whatever character that you're reading on. So I found that interesting, and I got some fun facts for you guys.
Oh, I love fun facts.
If you didn't, right, fun facts for your ear holes. So if you didn't know that Joanne Siegel, which is wife of Jerry Siegel, who was the creator, she was the OG model for Lois Lane, and she would actually also call up DC and kind of go on Schuster and Siegel's behalf, kind of like negotiate things. So I thought that was cool. The other thing is that Lois Lane is actually inspired by in the 30s, there was a journalist named Natalie Bly. She is known for, she actually put herself in an insane asylum to report the horrific treatments the patients got.
I remember reading about that.
Right.
That shit was messed up because prior to that, there was literally like no regulation. They could do whatever they wanted to. And you could even just not be crazy, but your husband just says you are if you're getting divorced or whatever. And then you're stuck there. It's almost like a really crazy prison type system they had going.
Right. There you go. And she was the inspiration for Lois Lane.
That's so damn cool. I did not know that. I know who you were talking about, but I didn't know that there was a connection between the two. So there you go. If you guys have a spare $3 million or so lying around, you can get an Action Comics number 1 in the 6.0 rough condition. Actually, at this point, there's an asterisk on there, so I'm guessing it's probably closer to $4 million. If you want one with no grade, so you're just kind of like, fingers crossed, it doesn't fall apart, you're dropping $145,000. The Action Comics number 2 on the right-hand side, A little bit more reasonable. No grades looking at $3,700 with a
Wow.
0.1 being slabbed at just $300. Under
Wow.
$300.
That is crazy. And I like how the way it looks. It looks, at first I was like, that's an ugly cover, the way it is. But then it's like the motion of jumping out of the plane and flying and all that,
I like it. I like the coloring.
Yeah,
I think
no,
it looks
now
great.
I like it now. But it took me
The
a little bit.
original blonde in a red dress, Lucy, right there.
Yep.
There you go. You
Not
can buy
really,
it for $272 for 0.1.
For a 0.1. I've never seen a 0.1 slab before, so that would be actually just cool to see a 0.1 somewhere from CGC or whatever.
Is that
Okay.
just a cover? Is that just like the cover and like, or just like the back of it, or?
I don't know.
That'll be
I'd have to look into it more, like what constitutes a 0.1. Maybe somebody in the chat will know. I don't know. Maybe it has holes in it. Who knows? Maybe the condition's just so bad that staples are falling apart.
pages.
Yeah, missing pages. There's a number of things that could get you that low. But still worth it. For $300, I've seen people spending money on other stuff. I'm like, okay, so next up. So on the left-hand side, we have the first appearance of Lois Lane on a cover. This is Action Comics number 27. And on the right side, it is like a sympathy grade. We have the second appearance of Lois Lane. What are the years on these, Sarah?
This is, so the one on the left is from June of 1940, so a classic. And then another super classic, the one number 29 is October of 1940. So I love that yellow color. I just love that yellow color.
And that dress. I should start collecting girls. Laura will be red, I'll be yellow.
There you go.
There's tons of yellows. It seems like they always put the brunettes in yellow and they put the blondes and reds. Every once in a while, it's a little bit different, but that definitely seems to be the trend.
Maybe purple, because that would be hard, maybe a little bit harder to find. Purple dresses.
It would be trickier. Well, during this time frame, I don't even think you had purple on most of the covers because they were just dealing with such basic inking. So yeah, Lucy, if you want to start your collection with this one, you're looking at $1,000 for a good copy and a 1.5 to a 2.5 for that Action Comics 29.
Holy moly.
There you go.
Never mind. Forget it. I'm not collecting yellow dresses anymore.
Never mind. Retract my statement. A 4.5 is just under $1,800. Both these covers are badass, so they're very timeless. These are just really, really cool books. I wonder if anybody in the chat owns either of these. Please let us know. So guys, if you're just hopping in, we're covering Lois Lane. On the left side is her first cover appearance, but obviously the right side, she's much more big, bold in the center, so you can see her better.
Oh shoot, I didn't see her in the back.
Yeah, she's like in the corner.
Left, yes. I'll go with the right because
She's like, I'm here.
What is she doing at the zoo anyway? Messing with the lions, causing problems.
Oh, is she one of those people that climb the gates and like, I want to pet the kitty? And then
somebody just died recently.
They want to save it. Oh, it's in a cage. Poor animal. Let's free him. I don't know.
Poor lion. No, I'm sympathetic. I think the lion is the victim of this cover.
I agree.
Right?
Minding his own business. Not cool.
Poor lion.
Okay, moving on. Oh my gosh, these are even. I love both of them. These are beautiful. What do we have on the left?
So on the left, we have Superman number 57. This came out in January of 1948. And I was going to call her Lois. Lois appears on the cover as Superwoman. And yeah, so I just love, I was looking at this cover and I was like, I love Superman's reaction because he's like, what the heck? She's carrying me through the air. And I like the title too, where it says, on this issue, Lois Lane can do everything Superman can.
Wasn't this recently a shaker too? So people are definitely looking for this cover right now.
Yeah, I like this. I like that cover. That's pretty cool. And the one on the right, that's my pick. And I obviously like I picked it for the cover. I just love that Lois Lane. It's the witch, the witch of Metropolis. But I also realized that there's this is a very first issue, Superman, Lois Lane. Superman's girlfriend, Lois Lane. This is issue number 1, and it came out 1958. But me and Sarah were like trying to figure it out because it kept saying like between March and April 1958. But we couldn't, I don't know. It says March, but then it's April. I don't know why. It's like in between those 2 months. And the writers Otto Binder and Leo Dorfman. The artist is Kirk. I can't pronounce the freaking name. It's Scarferberger, some shit like that. I don't know.
Sounded perfect,
Sure,
Lucy. I
yeah.
think you nailed that. Nailed it.
Thank you.
Well done.
But this one, it has three short stories. The first one's like the bombshell of Boulevards, which Lois Lane, she disguised herself as a movie starlet to scoop a story, but then Superman, it's like, I know it's you, girl. And and the second story is Lois Lane's Super Chef, which she's attempting to win Superman's heart through his stomach. I mean, it's funny because that's like it's been saying for years and years. You win a man's heart through his stomach, and they also win my heart because I love to eat.
I know, right? I think we all. Joe in the chat, though, thank you for that clarification. March and April means every 2 months release.
Okay, gotcha. Because I was like, what does that mean? Like, because everywhere, like, and I found like somebody, the CGC, and on the CGC it says also, it says March / April, and I'm like, what? I don't
I
get
think that
it.
was more common when you had these older books like that for them to be
Okay.
released in those time period or in that time
And
frames.
And then the third story on this one's The Witch of Metropolis, which is after exposing to a strange gas, Lewis, I thought this was hilarious. Lewis becomes a witch every night. So because of a gas, she turns into a witch every night. So you can see her here flying. I just thought it's hilarious. I never seen this cover. And now, like, I've been collecting some of the covers with their, and the broom across the moon witches. So I will be pretty cool if I can find this book.
They call me Bruce. You're not a huge yellow cover fan. I feel like all like the really great Golden Age covers have yellow in them.
Yes.
That one is pretty perfect. Okay.
Bruce.
Let's take a look here. So a 2.0, this seems insanely reasonable. Just recently sold for just a little bit under $300. A very good is going for $443, and it is on an upward trend. As I was saying earlier, Cover Price reported this as one of the shakers recently, so people are definitely in the market trying to find these lowest books. On the right-hand side, Lucy's pick, a 4.0 is going for $918. So Lucy, you're the winner in this one.
Right?
And hopefully you can find this book somewhere for cheap.
Maybe.
In great condition.
If you dig around a lot. All right, next up. So these are Sarah's picks, I believe, right? Both of them?
One is my pick and the other is Britt's pick. So mine on the left is Superman number 13. This is cover B, and this is by the wonderful Adam Hughes, and the writer was Brian Michael Bendis. So
it's cool.
I love this. I love that she's just like straight on looking right at you. And then on the right, we have Lois Lane number 3. Like I said, this was Brittany's pick. This came out in September of 2019. This is by Sansa Takeda.
It's Sana Takeda.
Takeda.
Sana Takeda, yeah.
Think of Takiro, Takira,
Right. I think I practiced that, and then
you were close. You were really close.
So the reason why Britt picked this was she loves Sana's art, and this one she loved the intensity of the eyes and the texture of her hair and skin.
Yeah, if you guys are not familiar, Sana Takeda was the artist on Monstrous, and you can definitely see the same color palette being used here.
Sorry, Laura. Sorry, Sarah. I'm gonna go with the one on the right. I just love it. Love it. And she's
the
hair, the eyes.
Sarah's not approving. She's like, no. I mean, Adam Hughes is great. It is, but it's not his best work for me anyway. I don't like that I can't see his signature. I want to see the AH somewhere. I know that sounds ridiculous, but I do. And I think that Sana Takeda is one of those incredible talents. She's so distinctive. I'm definitely going with Lucy on this one. We're both going Takeda. Let's see who's right, though. All right, the Adam Hughes, a 9.8 is going for $60 with a $3 raw, and the Sana Takeda is a $3 raw. So it looks like it's a tie. So basically, you get to pick which of these two sultry eye contact covers you would want to go with.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I like the Hughes because I think it's more. I've never really seen like Lois Lane as sexy, like bombshell sexy. It's usually like she's very kind of reserved. Where like the one on the right hand side where she's wearing the typical white shirt with either like a blazer or she's in a a skirt. I think this is kind of like Lois.
See, but for me, and the one on the left, it doesn't because of that. It doesn't really resemble Lois Lane, And the other one, like she just looks like she's fucking boss. Excuse my language, but she's freaking boss, and she will handle her shit. And she's telling.
So how interesting! The reason she likes this cover is the reason why Lucy prefers the other.
Mm-hmm.
Gotta love comic books, right?
Right?
Yeah, these are both really cool and both affordable. Guys, if you're just hopping in, we are spotlighting Lois Lane this week and we are just cruising through. We're moving pretty quickly. So here we go. Next up, what do we have on the left?
So on the left, we have...
Oh, it's mine. That's my pick.
Is it yours? Oh, that's right.
Yes. So the one on the left, it's issue 22nd, and another one that we were kind of a little confused because I kept looking and it will say that it came out on November 1960, but then another place I will see that it came out on January 1961. So I couldn't find much information on this. I was trying to find like the artist and stuff like that, and I couldn't find. I thought it was kind of odd, unless if I need to own the book so I can figure it out. But I picked this because issues before this, Lois Lane, she has been hit with red kryptonite, so she has some of the powers of like the X-ray vision that I mean, as you can see. And I love this. I love this cover, so I just thought it was pretty cool that she has the powers of kind of like the X-ray vision, and now she's able to see through Superman.
Hell yeah. Can you imagine Henry Cavill standing there? You got X-ray vision.
Oh.
That's all I have to say about that.
God, that man is perfection. There's nothing about him. Like I saw an interview of him and he's like reading tweets that he gets from women. And he's reading one. He's like, I would let this guy eat me inside out. And he looks up. He's like, thank you for the offer. That's very kind. Like he's all polite, like these really vulgar messages he's getting. And I'm like, that made me like him even more. Ugh. Okay.
Did you know he's an uber nerd? He plays Warhammer. Yes. Builds computers.
Yes.
Damn it, Sarah, you're making it worse.
I know. So should I talk about my pick on the right?
Yeah. Oh, yeah. Enough, Henry. Go ahead.
So this is one that I've been searching since I started collecting. And this is Superman's girlfriend, Lois Lane, number 106. This comes from November of 1970. This is an infamous cover. An infamous issue as well. This is where Superman uses a machine to turn Lois into an African-American woman so she can do a story on what it's like to be Black in Metropolis.
Wow. That is awesome. And I guess what I saw a little bit, it was a controversial book. Because
Tiva was talking about this the other day. Tiva, if you're still listening, that's the book you were talking about, right? That everybody got kind of upset about.
He was. Yeah. Oh, yeah. H&H, if you're in here, I know you're in here somewhere. Let us know. I know you have more of the history. So
I think somebody told me they had a foreign copy of this one.
Was it Rob?
Either Rob or
I think
is it Reno? That's one of the two.
No, I think it might be Rob. Yeah.
Ooh,
but yeah, it's cool and it's weird and it's
I love it. Yeah.
yeah.
That's cool.
I like it too. It's like owning a piece of history. I don't think you would be able to print something like that today. Probably it would get taken out of.
Right?
It would be a problem. Universe, what's up? Welcome in. That's who I got the encoded pick from.
Mm.
Yeah.
Oh, it was from him.
Yeah. I was like, I'm gonna use this as my
Okay.
pick. And he's like, all right. Oh.
Okay, pretty sure Robert has it.
Oh, I'm sure he does.
Yes.
He's like everything.
Yeah, I kind of knew. I think I seen him post it or something like.
All right, let's look at the pricing here. So on the left-hand side, the Lois Lane with the X-ray vision that Lucy picked, an 8.5 is going for a very reasonable $100, 103 roughly. A very good is at $36. Again, that's super reasonable. On the right-hand side, Sarah's pick, $91 if you want it in a very good condition, with the most common slab being a 6.5 at $255. However, look at that trend at almost a 9% upward trend. So people are hunting for that book. Good pick, Sarah.
Yeah. Thank you.
Really good pick. You guys are killing it tonight. These are fantastic. You're giving us a nice, good range of prices too. All right. So next up.
Okay. So the one on the left is mine. My pick. And this one is issue, wait, where is it at? 128, and it came out December 1972. And the artist Carrie Bates, Carrie Bates, and the artist is Vince Coletta and Dick Giordano. And I just we've seen a lot of when I saw this book, like I just, we've seen this cover like many times, like a remake. I don't know which one. I think this one came out probably before that Supergirl one, right? Where he's carrying Supergirl.
Yeah.
And I just thought it looked pretty cool. And then it just, I always like those bubbles on all these older comics. And it kind of tells you a little bit of the story before, but sorry, I have my little notes here and I can't find it now.
You're fine. Take your time. This is cool. I'm just staring at it.
But yeah, I really enjoy, I really like this book. Let me see.
All right. Well, she's looking that up. There's 27 of you guys. Make sure you give us a thumbs up if you haven't already.
Go ahead, Sarah. Go ahead, Sarah, on the other one. I can't find my little note.
Yeah. So on the one on the right-hand side, this is Superman, the Wedding Album, and this came out in December of 1996. This is the gold embossed. It was embossed with the title and the logo. It only had 250 copies. I know that they were each one was numbered on the back, and then this was given to retailers during the 5th annual Retailers Roundtable. So
yeah, those are so tough. I've never seen one in person.
No, I didn't even know it existed. So
no,
I can't even imagine getting a remark on that. That'd be so cool.
Right?
Yeah. By who?
Who would you get it from?
Who would I want to do my Superman? I don't know. I'll have to think about it. I'll let you know by the end of this who I would pick, but I'm not sure right now. I don't know. I'll have to think about it because I'm trying to think of. I would want it to be like a wedding pose, almost like a cake topper. So who would I want to do that? Probably Jenny Frizen because I love her.
Oh, that would be really cool as a cake topper.
I know, as a cake topper. Yeah. I'm just trying to picture somebody. I mean. I don't know. I'll let you know at the end. Lucy, do you have anything you want to add to your pick?
Yeah, I just like that how all like her shoe, like one shoe was missing, the other one's about to fall off, like, and she's like, oh, the super friends in the back.
That's how Anthony carried me to bed the other night. We went out drinking with all of our friends, and that's like an actual footage of what it was like.
You're like,
why did you drink?
It's a true story. He did carry me to bed, and I told him, like, I don't remember how I got into bed. I'm like, who undressed me? Who put me in bed? He's like, it was me, and I was like, wow, it's pretty bad.
You're like Superman.
Yep. So kids, do not drink tequila.
Just kidding. Good for you. I love tequila. I do not drink tequila. No. I can't.
Tequila's a bad thing. Anytime I do tequila, I always end up like not remembering stuff. It's really bad. Okay, let's look at the pricing. before this becomes an AA thing. Very good. On the left-hand side, it's looking at only $9. That is so reasonable. The most common raw is $23 with a 9.4 going for $190. On the right-hand side, no grade for this gold embossed blank,
Wow.
$847. We have no common slabs for this. That's how rare this book is. If anybody out there ever just stumbles upon this book, you just hit a freaking gold mine.
Nice. And imagine it will be kind of hard to get also a 9.8 because of the color white. So there will be like a bunch of like, I don't know.
Yeah, you'd have to have it cleaned and pressed. And
yeah, I think
But worth it.
totally worth it. And definitely a ghost. Who said that? Reef, yes. Okay, moving on. Next up, ooh, these are some interesting picks. I think Lucy's is on the left, so let's start with Sarah's on the right.
Yeah, so I kind of want to talk about a little bit about Lois Lane, this series. So it's interesting. So the one that Brittany picked, that is a variant of Lois Lane. This series, Laura has a pick, but it's the variant. It's all the variants are fantastic. The cover A's, I just don't like. They're basically mostly like black and red. It just they don't look good, but it's just crazy to know that all the variants are a lot better than cover A. But so this is Lois Lane number 8. This came out in February of 2020, and the cover artist is Kamomi Shirahama. And I really liked this because the shadow that is on the ground is Metropolis, and it's in the colors of Superman, which is red and blue. And I thought that was really cool.
Yeah,
that's why I picked it, because it's really cool.
Fantastic. That ombre like background coloring is so artistic. It's so well done. This is definitely an evergreen piece. You hang it up.
Thank you. Ding, ding, ding.
I love it when you pick evergreen pieces. All right, what do we have on the left?
Okay, so on the left, I picked that one because I do own this book. I don't remember if I have 1 or 2. I can't remember if I have both of them. I think I might have. Let me see. Oh no, wait, I do have both of them. So this one, it's it came out in the August 1986, a year before I was born. And the story is by by Mindy Newell and art by Gray Morrow. And this one, I really like this, that Lois Lane takes the story about routine and stuff like that, but then she realized that it's not just about routine, it's about the children missing. So she gets so into the story that she's covering that is like consuming her life. It's just kind of like it's taking a toll on her. And I just thought it was a great story. It's only 2 parts, and I like this cover. Kind of shows you like the time era, like the detective type of thing going on. I really enjoy this. It
does kind of have like a Sherlock Holmes vibe to it, doesn't it?
Yeah. So I really enjoy this.
Damn, these are both fantastic picks. Let's take a look at the stats. On the left-hand side, the Lois Lane's going for a surprising $3 raw.
Mm-hmm.
A 9.4 going from $40, so basically the price to slab it. On the right-hand side, we're looking at $6 raw with a 9.8 going for $22. Whoever it was out there who was on eBay that day and snagged that book for $22, well played.
Yes.
Mm-hmm.
Very nice.
Yeah, I found this one like in back issues, so maybe you can find it. I don't know. Lois Lane must be a little print run, probably. Maybe. Yeah.
Oh, first issue of 2, so I don't know.
Yeah.
Little mini series. All right, moving on. So, okay, these are fun. What do we have on the left?
So the left is one of my ultimate hunts. This is Superman's girlfriend, Lois Lane, number 70. This came out. Oh, I don't have the date, but it's old. So this is
if it's what issue is it? 70? So it's between the 6 and it might be 60s. Might be in the 60s. Yeah.
That sounds right.
Bold. I like that. Bold.
Right. And the reason why this is a hunt piece for me is because this is the first appearance of Catwoman in the Silver Age. So I just love it. And then I also, when I was doing my research, it said that that sometimes Catwoman is Superman's girlfriend sometimes. And get it? It's a cat fight. Get it?
But I didn't think of it at first, but you're totally right. I'm like, what is she talking about? It is a cat fight.
It's a cat.
Yeah, you dork.
I know.
Wow.
Okay, so it came in 1966. Yeah.
There you go. So yeah, that's why I picked this one, because it's purely Catwoman, but it's cool that Lois Lane's on there too.
Yeah, that's awesome. All right, and the right-hand side.
Oh, can I say a little bit on the one on the left? Because I was like, I told Sarah I didn't know what issue it was, but I knew I wanted this one. But Sarah beat me to it, so there was going to be a cat fight between us two. But
I know I have one to pick with her too, or later. But.
So this one I like this that the cat woman hypnotized Lois Lane into becoming her custom ally for a while. So I'm assuming they're fine because she realized she was being used. But yeah, go ahead, Sarah. Sorry, I just want to throw that in.
Well, the one on the right, isn't that your pick, Laura?
No.
Let me see. I will tell you.
I like it. I can't say it's my pick. It's Superman Action Comics. I can't tell. 662.
Yep, 662. It came out in February of 91. And this is where Lois finds out that who Superman is.
I would think this would be a Jen pick because she likes reflection covers.
Oh.
So I would assume this is a Jen pick, but I'm not sure.
Jen. It's Jen's. Yeah. It was Jen. Jen sent it.
That
she just said she asked you if you can look into those, but that's all. Yeah.
I'm not surprised. She always picks reflection covers. It's kind of one of her things.
Yeah.
That one's very cool too. I like the whole expression that we have going on the face, the reflection of Superman in the glasses. So yeah. All right, let's take a look. On the left-hand side, Sarah, your pick is going for $168 in very good condition. So no wonder all you DC collectors out there are trying to track this one down. 6.0 is at $360. The one on the right, the Action Comics 662, is only going for $3. Roughly $2 to $3 with a 9.8 recently selling for $60. So that's an easy one to obtain. Cool coloring, and again, I think that Jen probably chose that because of the reflection.
That is really cool.
Yeah,
that's a very niche. That's a niche market to
collect. Yeah. Or like there's a lot of the reflection covers where they're looking down into water, and you can see like the villainous side of whatever character you're looking at. And I think she likes those too.
Nice.
Okay, so this is the one that I want to pick a bone with Sarah on because I knew like she's gonna do the Lois Lane Frizen cover, and she was so lightning quick with her picks the other day.
Right?
That she was like,
great.
Yes, it was so go ahead, Sarah.
No, you take it away. This is yours.
Okay, I'll steal it. Jenny Frizen, Lois Lane #1. I mean, this book is fantastic in person. I only have one copy of it, and if I ever come across another one, I'll snag it up in a heartbeat because it's beautiful. Something about that one eye, the little bit of the pen to the lips, the popped collar. She has that very sultry, sexy detective look, and I like the frayed edges that they added to the book to make it look aged. It's just perfect. And you add that with the red and the black. This is Jenny Frizen doing her thing, which is perfection. It's evergreen. It's perfect.
It's chef's kiss.
I honestly adore that woman. I think everything she does is just so damn good. So Jenny Frizen on the left. I believe that's Lotte on the right, but does anybody...
Yeah, so this was another Brit pick. This is, again, like I was saying, the Lois Lane variants for this series are just, they're phenomenal. And I don't know why these were not used as cover A's instead of B's.
Mm-hmm.
It just
doesn't make you think that the one that Brit picked, it kind of looks like Brit.
It does look like Brit. I'll give you that. Yeah.
Mm.
So the reason why she picked this is, Laura, you are absolutely right. This is Tallulah Lotte. She picked this one because Jen had pointed out, because she was looking at this cover and she was like, well, this is it's not that great. But then Jen pointed out that it is again reflection. So she pointed out that the red and blue reflection is Superman's legs as he flies by her window.
Are you just seeing that for the first time, Lucy?
Yeah.
Her mind's blown. I can feel it down there.
So fantastic picks by the both of you.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, those are tough. And Tula Lote is a fantastic artist.
Mm-hmm.
I love her work, but I don't know. You can't beat Frozen for me.
Love it.
No. Actually, you know what, Laura? I'll give you. I have like many copies of this one.
You don't have it?
I have one. It's not. I don't think mine's graded. No, mine's not graded. I have a raw that I bought off of eBay a while back. It's $3, $4 in a near mint condition with a 9.8, recently selling for $20, which I don't understand that because I was on eBay the other day actually looking for this book and I didn't see any listed under 100. So I'm not really sure how somebody was able to do that. The right-hand side, the Tula Lote, you have a $6 raw with a near mint between 9 and 9.4 going for $5. So both of these are affordable. Both of them are beautiful female artists, and this is Women Appreciation Month, so show them some love. What's up, Aunt? Want to say hi? There's Aunt.
Hey.
Making his appearance. Annual appearance.
I wasn't say anything.
Oh, it's okay. I like having you on. You should go have on.
I don't want to.
Can you tell that these are the legs in the reflection?
No.
You didn't think that at first, right? Lucy was like, what?
Yeah.
It's his legs flying.
She's checking out his ass.
She is checking out. It's Henry Cavill.
Cavill.
Okay, Sarah, how do you pronounce his name? We were debating on this.
Cavill?
Henry Cavill.
Cavill.
Yeah.
Not Cavell.
Yeah,
No, it's Cavill.
I know, I did try to fancy it up. I wanted it to match his face.
His Britishness.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
All right, next. Oh, wait, that was it. That was the end of the show. Holy cow. That was quick. I didn't realize we were at the end. Guys, that was it for us tonight. Hopefully you enjoyed the show. We know we have a lot of competition airing right now. So thank you guys for being here with us. Make sure you give us a thumbs up and sub the channel if you haven't already. Again, shout out to our sponsors over at Cover Price and Bird City Comics. If you guys are following us on Instagram, you'll see
the giveaway. Are we going to do the giveaway from last time? They were supposed to be last week.
Yeah, let's do the giveaway.
Sarah has the wheel ready.
How do you share the wheel?
If you see on the bottom, you see like a little TV with a plus. It says %.
Oh, there we
press
go.
that, and it just says share screen.
All right, I'm gonna see. I'm learning with you all.
You're doing great. So share screen and just select which screen you want to do.
All right.
And then we'll do the giveaway. Guys, a couple weeks ago when we first did our first sexy show, They Call Me Bruce was kind enough to send us a copy of both books that we kind of featured. So we are very, very grateful to him for that. And we're going to give them away to you guys. We're going to pay it forward. So this is for whoever left a comment that night. And I have them right here. So it is the trade and the foil of Vampirella 666 done by Perillo.
I'm excited. This is my first time to spin the wheel.
All right, so you get to decide how many times you click it then. That's up to you.
Ooh.
So you can click on the you can click on shuffle if you want to shuffle. It says right there shuffle if you want to shuffle the names. Yeah.
All right. Are we ready? I'm so excited.
Yeah.
I feel like I'm Vanna White or something.
The first giveaway.
All right, here we go.
Yeah.
The winner is, and this is what you guys get for participating in the show, and because They Call Me Bruce is awesome.
Yes.
It's going to, I think it's staying on Cameron.
Cameron.
Congratulations.
Message Laura, you have them, right? Message.
I do.
I'm
I'm Mrs. Bird City on Instagram, so you can just DM me. I might not respond immediately, but I will get to it eventually. And before we go, I want to remind you guys that tomorrow we are launching.
Oh, wait. If they have a week. If by next Tuesday he hasn't messaged you, we're going to redo it.
I like that. So that way I'm not waiting around forever. There's the screen. So that is what we are launching. If you guys are familiar, again, we did this in pink a while back. And long story short, Carla Cohen redid the background. She did it herself. This isn't us messing with it. And she sent it. And Anthony and I just fell in love. We were like, we have to print this book. So we are doing it for issue number 5. We did cut the print run significantly. So instead of a 500 print run, this is going to be a 300 print run. It's going to have some options for CGC. For the love of all that's holy, make sure you're subbed on the text line. It's going to be first come, first serve. So if you want a heads up for when it goes live, which is tomorrow at 8 p.m., sub the text line and we'll send you an alert right before it goes live. Yeah, there are only going to be 300 of these. We are expecting, because it's a black cover, we're expecting some damages. So we're going to hold back for that as well.
So that means because of when you guys do that means that you're holding 200 back because the damages to replace them or what?
No, when we're doing what I think Anthony's going to do is, since we have it's a 500 print run no matter what with image. And so what we're going to do is he's probably going to take about 100 of them. When you have an exclusive cover, it's just like the exclusives like stapled onto a cover A.
Yeah.
So what we'll probably do is end up taking the cover off and then just including them as cover A's. I think
that's nice.
Up to him. I'm guessing normally we end up with about 50 damages, but with a black cover, I'm guessing we'll end up around 80. I don't know. We'll have to kind of see.
You're gonna sell out. So
I hope so. I mean,
sub the text
Cohen's
line.
amazing.
Yeah.
Like, look at her work.
Wow, it's beautiful.
I even like how she signed it. I think she did such a good job on this. So yeah, we'll figure out.
I kind of just want to spank it, like.
All right, Lucy, what about you? Are you doing anything that you want to promote?
No, just we'll be back next Tuesday. So join us next Tuesday. Thank you guys for being here. I really appreciate everybody being here. Yeah, I know there's other people live and then you guys want to watch it, but you guys decided to watch us live. So I really appreciate you guys.
And shout out to Sarah for filling in for Jen. You killed it. You killed it.
Thank you.
Very well done, Sarah. Make sure you're following Sarah at SheGeek on Instagram, SheGeek78. And that's it for us tonight, guys. We will see you next week.